On sports news, Kayode will be telling us how the Tigers made it to the finals of the FIBA Women's Afrobasket Championships.
Thank you, Melinda. It's a great day for Nigeria's basketball as the country's Tigers are through to the final of the FIBA Women's Afrobasket after beating hosts Mali by a single point. Coach Sam Vincent's side withstood a furious rally from the home side in the second half to win 48-47 at the City Arena in Bamako. Point guard Ezinne Kalu top scored for Nigeria with 11 points. The victory also means Nigeria has qualified for the FIBA Women's World Cup in Spain next year. Now, the two biggest names in combat sports, Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Conor McGregor, will clash in the early hours of Sunday morning. The unbeaten Mayweather is aiming for his 50th victory, while the Irishman is confident he will become the first man to defeat the Money Man.
Canelo got bombs. Shane Mosley had bombs. But one thing about me, I got a granite chin.
I'm going to outbox this man at his own game. That's how skilled and how much of a different level I am to him.
For a sport that has been around professionally since the 19th century, boxing has witnessed its fair share of upsets. From a young Cassius Clay stopping Sonny Liston and then dishing out some fate to George Foreman in the Rumble in the Jungle, to more recently Tyson Fury ending the 9-year reign of Vladimir Klitschko and Australian schoolteacher Jeff Horn beating Manny Pacquiao. But any other outcome other than a convincing Floyd Mayweather win against Conor McGregor in the early hours of Sunday morning will unarguably rank as the mother of all upsets. For all his accomplishments in the octagon, which includes simultaneous featherweight and lightweight titles, debuting as a professional boxer against arguably the best ever is far from ideal.
I'm here to win. I'm preparing to win. Win in devastating fashion.
He believes that it's not going to go past 4, and I believe that it's not going to go the distance at all.
His confidence level is at an all-time high, to the point where he perceived mismatch is starting to seem like an intriguing contest.
If you just listen to his press conferences and what he says, you would think that this guy he's the one with the 50-0 boxing record.
For the Money Man, however, many pundits and fans alike expect him to get the job done like he has against his previous 49 opponents.
Floyd is such a great fighter. McGregor has a hard punch, heavy hands, but it seems like Floyd might be able to move around for 12 rounds and get the win.
Mayweather versus McGregor. After an exciting build-up that has featured several verbal punches from both fighters, the time to let their fists do the talking is here.
Trust me, it's going to be an unsettling Sunday morning. But in the English Premier League, Manchester United have maintained their 100% start to the season with a 2-0 win over Leicester City at Old Trafford. Elsewhere, Raheem Sterling scored a 97th minute winner and was then sent off as Manchester City came from behind to beat Bournemouth 2-1. 2 goals from Tammy Abraham and Jordan Ayew helped Swansea City beat Crystal Palace 2-0. Huddersfield Town and Southampton drew goalless, same as Watford and Brighton, while Newcastle United beat West Ham United by 3-0 at St James's Park. And that's sports news. Melinda is back in just a moment.
Hurricane Harvey has claimed its first life just when the U.S. National Hurricane Center advised residents in Rockport, Texas, to move to higher grounds or preferably leave the area, as the coming days will be more disastrous. The Category 4 storm, the biggest to hit the U.S. mainland in 13 years, pounded coastal areas of Texas for hours.
Hurricane Harvey made its first landfall on the northeast of Corpus Christi, Texas, on Friday, battering the coast with life-threatening winds and prospect of devastating floods.
As many as 5.8 million people are believed to be in the storm's path. Some residents are feared trapped in collapsed buildings, and more than 200,000 homes are without electricity. America's oil refining operations are not spared. The storm's impact on refineries has already pushed up gasoline prices. Rockport, normally home to about 10,000 people, appears to be one of the hardest towns hit by Harvest Punch. Emergency services officials there say a number of buildings have suffered structural damage as trees and buildings collapse. In Corpus Christi, the impact was not visible.
But we are going to be dealing with immense, really record-setting flooding in multiple regions across the state of Texas.
But many residents were said to have defied the mandatory evacuation order by the governor. New Orleans mayor has assured his people of his administration's readiness to avert any disaster as the storm travels down the coast.
We've been coordinating with state, federal, and local authorities for weeks and are prepared for whatever comes our way. Right now, there is no reason to panic. We're prepared, and we're encouraging the public to do all they can to prepare, as we do with every weather event.
Hurricane Harvey is expected to meander across several coasts and maybe Louisiana in the coming days, with forecasts for storm surges of up to 13 feet and over 3 feet of rain.
And the main news again. Pandemonium broke out in Owerri, the Imo State capital today, as traders clashed with security operatives carrying out a demolition order by the Imo State government at the Ekuku market. Also today, northern elders moved to resolve herdsmen and farmers' clashes in Benue State as they decried the seeming silence by the federal government on the matter. And severe flooding is expected as Hurricane Harvey today smashed into the U.S. state of Texas, the first of its kind to hit the country in 13 years. That's the news at 10 tonight. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Melinda Akinwami.